So Jack Dorsey, who was also the co-founder of Twitter, which is now X, has recently announced that in his company, which is Block, they have reduced the number of employees from 10,000 to 6,000. That is, they are reducing the number of employees from 10,000 to 6,000. Why did he do that? So it's a big layoff in a technology company, which is quite big. It has a market cap of about $33 billion, which is comparable to PayPal, which has about $42 billion of market cap. So what had exactly happened? In his Twitter post, Jack says, "We are not making this decision because we are in trouble. Our business is strong. Gross profit continues to grow. We continue to serve more and more customers and profitability is improving. But something has changed. We are already seeing that the intelligence tools we are creating and using, paired with smaller and flatter teams, are enabling a new way of working, which fundamentally changes what it means to build and run a company. And that's accelerating rapidly." So in short, he is saying that there are AI tools which is fundamentally changing the way in which employees work, the way in which businesses work. And this is unlike the shift which we were hearing from AI companies, which was largely not founded. But here we are seeing, perhaps on a large scale for the first time, where a co-founder of a company is saying that explicitly due to AI, the intelligence tools, they are reducing the number of their employees. This is a big thing because till now, this kind of massive, I don't think had happened. I think there were speculations in many companies. Some companies were announcing that they are reducing the number of their employees because of AI, but some were regretting it later. Some were finding it very difficult to actually reliably use these AI tools to do their everyday tasks. AI tools were not very reliable, but I think it's happening that the recent AI models are becoming actually more capable and reliable for businesses to actually adopt them at such a scale. And 10,000 to 6,000, this reduction in number of employees is not a small thing. He says nearly half, which is reduction by 40%. Think about it, 40% in a billion-dollar company, you are reducing the number of employees by 40%. I think there would be seismic shifts happening, at least in the companies that are software-based, technology-based. These kinds of software-based and technology-based companies, we can see that it's easier for AI to replace or make something more efficient, which is software-based, directly software-based, which is directly technology-based. That's the first thing that AI is directly capable of doing. We are seeing something similar with the cybersecurity field. At least we can see it in the field of Web3 cybersecurity. And I'm pretty sure that Web2 cybersecurity might be also going through such a phase. There are AI tools which are able to find vulnerabilities and able to do the work of cybersecurity professionals up to a certain mark. People, instead of going directly to cybersecurity companies for doing some kind of manual stuff, they would prefer using these tools directly for doing their work. And even Anthropic had released this security review feature of Claude Code, which I think was also available before in Claude Code, but it used to check the changes of code with the previous commits. But I think the current one, which they have released right now, is much more powerful, and there could be larger impact in the field of cybersecurity after that. We could also see that the stocks of cybersecurity companies also fell after this tool was announced by Anthropic. Cybersecurity and technology and software industry is going through a rapid change right now. I think this change will definitely accelerate in the coming days. Anthropic CEO says that like 80% jobs will be gone. I'm not sure about that, but I think the software-based jobs and cybersecurity field-related jobs, maybe even more fields related to software and technology, would easily get replaced with AI as we move forward. I think we need to be prepared for this change. And I think it's also very important to cognitively improve your own thinking abilities, not rely too much on AI, because for thinking, we need to be master of our own minds as well, to control our own mind and not completely rely on AI, because in the coming days, it could also happen that it is actually happening right now as well, that AI tools or talking with AI influences people. So make sure that you don't chat too much with AI. You keep it limited to the knowledge that you are wanting to seek, the tasks that you're wanting to do, and not get psychologically entangled with any of these AI chatbots or AI tools that you're using or get influenced by that. There have been cases which have been documented in which the AI chatbots with which people were talking, they had drastically influenced them to even do suicide. So you must be aware, at least the kids and teens and young adults must become aware that chatting with these AI bots or AI tools and interfaces can influence your mind drastically. So you must limit its usage and focus on using it to solve problems. Don't let your mind get influenced by it. And I think meditation is definitely one of the ways to concentrate and take back control of your own mind, such as Vipassana meditation. Don't let thoughts sway away your mind and focus your mind, take back control over your mind. For ending this video, I would like to quote something from Man's Search for Meaning. So if you know, Viktor Frankl was one of the victims of Holocaust, which was one of the harshest events that humanity had ever seen, one of the most brutal ones, where the Nazis were arresting people and just doing their cleansing thing in their gas chambers, killing people. Viktor Frankl was one of the victims of the Holocaust who was put under these prisons, but somehow he survived. And he talks about survival aspects in this book, which is The Man's Search for Meaning. And he says a very, very important thing there. So the quote goes, everything can be taken from a man, but one thing, the last of the human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances, to choose one's own way. Again, he is here talking about the ability to choose, your mind's ability to choose. Even if there could be things happening around the world due to AI, which is not exactly under our control, it could actually affect your own job, your livelihood. You must know that you still have this choice. Your mind has this choice in how to react to what's happening in your life. And I think one of the best ways is to keep your mind balanced in any kind of situation or any kind of seismic shift that happens around you, even during harshest times that you face. And be a master of your mind so that you can tame your mind to choose how you react, how you act, and you do that in some kind of positive way and you remain resilient. Thanks for watching this video.